All right, everybody, we got another MotoStars video. We got Drummer Rides in the chat, actually, during this live stream, and he said that he's in this video, so let's go ahead and make fun of him. Here he is!
The rider slightly overestimated his
Just kidding, we're not gonna make fun of you, buddy.
Such speed and braking directly on the side of the road, which was full of gravel.
Oh, there's the gravel, buddy. Oh, right shoulder. So write in the comments so I can explain a little bit more to the people that are watching this after the fact. You got full gear, you checked your knee. What happened? What do you think happened to you? Okay, it's pretty obvious, but I mean... Oh, you got a medical kit right there.
Stop the music.
Stop the music. Leaned on gravel. Okay, okay. Oh, hopefully you're doing fine, buddy. We're going to watch this one because you're in the chat. So those of you that are in like these MotoStars videos and whatnot, and you're watching, hey, look at that. He's got the trauma kit right there. Perfect, dude. It might fall off if you fall on your left side, so be careful with that. I keep mine in my backpack just for that reason. It works great, especially if you're going to rescue somebody, but if you're part of the crash, that's where it becomes a problem. So right here, we're coming up. You have to make a right turn, so there is a lot of gravel. You got sun in the eyes. I'm assuming it's kind of like, you know, towards the end of the day, you were looking at the GPS too much and started to turn late. Okay. So what I like to do in this situation like this is, especially if I see a lot of gravel right here, so I'm going to come up and I'm going to do these like super dumb wide turns. So I can go over this straight. You notice how it's straight versus like I'm coming up to here and I'm just going to do this. Because I'm still kind of at an angle trying to go through. So what I want to do is go a little bit straighter, especially if I have no cars coming and nobody's going to be around. I want to take as much as I possibly can.
On the side of the road, which was full of gravel.
So you see how it's at an angle versus like coming in and doing that? It's more of an angle, because right here, you're still in the middle of a turn. With this one right here, where the X is, you're still in a turn. With this one, you're straight. So that's where I would go with that, with the gravel, or go over it straight and then make the turn, if that makes more sense. But if it's all gravel, that's where you utilize the asphalt as best you can and then come in as straight as possible. And that's where a lot of friction zone and throttle control really comes into play, and it's very important to practice that. So we practice that in the parking lot. You can practice that here, but I'm trying to catch up because there's like a 20-second delay or something like that. You're all right. The bike is fine. Perfect. So I'm glad you're doing fine. But that's just the only tip I have for you. So we're learning from your incident. I'm just going to add in my 2 cents to it with my experience. So those of you in the chat, write your own experience and what your own tips are. Okay, so this is something very important. And Drummer, when you see this video come up later, write in the comments and I'll pin your comment at the top. But you got full gear. Look at that. Knee doesn't... Perfect, dude. Full gear. That's exactly what we're talking about here. Inquiring using personal protective equipment.
Stop the music.
Think I have a luscious beard?
Oh.
I trimmed it a little bit. You guys remember when it was down here?
Buddy.
Yeah. A little ZZ Top going on. Kitty Motor Tour. Oh! Ooh, what do you think happened there? We got some knobbies. Got a little Grom right there. Maybe, is that a Z125 or a Grom? Right in the comments. I'm just going to tell you guys, keep writing your comments. So that's one way to lift it. Write in the comments too, the other way to lift it. Dude on a motorcycle has been doing, what is that, 100 bike lifts in 100 days? And watch her channel and see how she's lifting it. That's exactly how you're supposed to lift it. Dude on a motorcycle. Got Dave, question mark. That's his name. Here we go. Ooh, uncommon. Why? Ooh, that's why. He started losing his, oh, man. When we talk about lug nut rules, maybe he lost all his lug nuts. There it goes. So uncommon things. So that when we talk about what's going to happen here, right? It's like, we have a truck here in the far left lane, you know, just doing its thing. Nothing crazy. And then all of a sudden slams the brakes and then swerves to the left. You don't know why they did that. So you're in orange stage at this point. You don't know if they're swerving around an object. You don't know if they have a bee inside the cab and it's just, going crazy. You don't know. So what you do is slow down, roll off the throttle, maybe even switch lanes, get yourself away from that thing right there, okay? Got very lucky. Good thing that truck did pull over on the side of the road. Oh, no. Let's see what happens. Great job. Was that it? Okay, the vehicle is in his lane. Good job with the swerve. I am so glad they didn't dump the bike. Okay. Just coming out. Not a big deal. Get out of here.
You need to be more careful.
I'm sorry.
Look very closely.
I was careful. I didn't see you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No problem.
Scaring her, dude.
I'm officially worried that I'm gonna potentially drop it
Why? Oh, because it's wet?
on one of these
That's what she said.
turns. I'll keep straight just fine. It's gonna be on one of the turns.
The wet road, nighttime, multiple hazards. Oh, black truck has no turn signal. Did not stop. There it is. Don't put it into the world, buddy. Don't tell people you're going to crash because you might crash over here. Wyatt, hope you're doing well.
You saw that, right?
Yeah, I did.
Pulled out in front of me.
Yep. Doesn't matter, though. You crashed. It is what it is.
Can you stop him? I just need to get it. That guy.
Is he hurt?
In front of me. I'm good.
Okay, so he's good. So he's talking about crashing here. So we already have a lack of confidence when it comes to rain riding. Okay, lack of confidence when it comes to rain riding, especially at night. So we talk about being out at night, having the hazards and not being able to see people, not being able to do things. It's just too much. And then we got the rain, so loss of traction here. So as soon as we see this intersections, okay, so going into these intersections, it's a yellow light. Okay, so we should be slowing it down, but at this point, hey, we're not going to have enough total stopping distance when it comes to that because we have issues with our braking because we have loss of traction, whatever it is, oil now, the surfactant, the water's lifting up the oil to the surface and starting to slide off. Therefore, it's more, slippery. We have the side of the vehicle coming up. We have a lot of problems going on. So when it comes to that, we really got to watch out for just sides of the vehicles, intersections. We need to plan our ride a little bit more. We need to locate hazardous situations here. This is one of them, assessing this relevant threat and navigating this active one. So how can we navigate this? I want to throw this back onto you guys. I would like to navigate this by applying some good progressive braking. And so you're just going to be slowing down. You don't need to stop, remember, because that person is going to continue going. And you could find yourself a swerve if you needed to. Cuts 3 lanes. Yeah, he wants to merge on the interstate. So you see how we dumped the bike right here? So we're not close. We're not super close to the car. We kind of are. It's a black, but I mean, it's like we're not super duper close. We could have applied a little bit more progressive braking. This feels like it's more of a panic brake. So lack of confidence. He panic braked really hard. So it's more of like a mental game at this one. And so by the time we hit the ground, so we could have been slowing down right here. You see how the truck is in its lane? And I know I'm armchair quarterbacking this, and that's kind of the point. If we're slowing down enough, we would get to this point with good progressive braking versus getting on the ground and sliding. So if the truck is in that lane, guess what? We have the other 2 lanes to the right. So we need to slow down. So I don't want to say we need to. I would slow down and then swerve to the right. So progressively brake, find an open spot because it bought me some time, and then swerve to the right. There's more time being... It's hard to explain, and that's kind of what I try to do. It's pretty simple just to say he needs to do this, but I want you guys to understand why. And you've noticed, like I said, when we are coming up to here and we dump the bike, this is the moment we could have continued progressively braking, and with progressive braking, we're actually slowing down faster than sliding. That truck is now in this lane. That means we could have been into the right lane. We could have had the option to go to the right lane and swerve. So with good situational awareness, confidence, fundamental skills, we could have slowed down enough to maybe swerve to the right. Maybe. Okay, this is just kind of what I'm seeing here. But you notice by the time we do get close and hit the vehicle's in the left lane straight. That means the other 2 lanes are open. It's Nick's SR3. Ooh, ooh.
This rider made a rather big mistake when overtaking too wide, which made him and his...
Yeah, so we're lane filtering here, and it's red. There's a red light.
This rider made a rather big
Oliveris,
overtaking too wide,
SW,
him and his ride hitting the
100 kilometers an hour, you think? Ooh. Riff 86D TV. Don't back up into me. Don't back up. Don't back up.
What's going on with this day party?
Don't back up.
And,
Oh, got a little tippity tap by a Ford. So you can get easily squished between those vehicles.
man, hold up.
So pull off to the side. Remember, planning a ride is positioning for safety. Be off to the side a little bit here. It was just a little love tap, but it can mess up your rim or your tires.
What happened?
I said it didn't do nothing to the bike. I'm sorry. The car like jerked a little bit. It jerked a little bit. That's why I apologize.
Okay. So I don't like that. I don't like that. Let's listen to that. I don't like when people. That's not being accountable. That's just explaining what happened. That's just explaining your side. It doesn't change the fact that you hit me.
What happened?
I said it didn't do nothing to the bike. I'm sorry.
Didn't do nothing to the bike. I'm sorry. You're basically invalidating the motorcyclist, in their situation, and then saying sorry is not a big deal. But then here, it doesn't work for me. And then here's this.
It jerked a little bit. That's why I apologize.
The car jerked. Well, then control your car. Because everything she just said did not solve the problem. Yeah. What kind of car jerks on their own? Maybe a manual car. She doesn't know how to handle it. Maybe she accidentally hit the gas and is making things up.
On camera. You gonna be on the YouTube in a minute.
All right, buddy. You can be on the YouTubes. All right, here we go. We're on a track. This is where you want to practice. I keep saying this. Look at those runoffs. You're not going to fall off a cliff. Oh, man. There it is. But is that like stone or that's got to be soft pillars or something. So he low-sided, damaged it. But look at that runoff. Look at that area. Nice little slide. It's where you practice, guys. It's where you practice. I'm not going to criticize these people because this is exactly where you want to do it. They're pushing the limits. They're pushing it in a risk-averse area. They're speaking different languages I can't understand. Usually they have EMS standby. So here we go. Panel Guyver.
Lucky. The driver on the right
Anybody remember the anime Guyver?
and he led to a very dangerous situation.
Left turner. Oh, whoa! Was not anticipating that. Good job. No guardrail pylons. Okay. So we're coming up to here, intersection. Remember, we're planning our ride. Okay, so we're positioned for safety. This is nighttime. It's kind of hazardous. Locating hazardous situation. Oh, yeah, intersections, hazardous situation. Nighttime hazardous situation. Assessing relevant threats. I see headlights to the right, but I was looking at the one in the front. I was focused on the distracting hazard, which is going to be a left turner. That's typical. I'm not anticipating red light runners or stop sign runners. So when it comes to, let's bring that back up, navigating active threats, not much you could have done here. Like, not much. Like, that's the crazy thing. That's the scary thing about riding motorcycles. That's the scary thing about being on the road. So if we were in a car and this happened to us, we would have got T-boned or whatever, It just so happens that we're on motorcycles where we don't have, the A-frame, B-frame. We don't have roll cages. We don't have crumple zones. We don't have seat belts. We don't have anything like that. We have basically our legs on the sides of a machine that's going to get snapped off, and our body's pretty much exposed to everything. So that's why it's deadlier for motorcycles. It's pretty simple to understand that because cars actually have safety features. So right here, you hear the little skidding. That's fine. At this point, I probably would have panicked too. I had a little bit of brown in my pants. Maybe a little bit of brown. So here, did a great job, handled it as best he possibly could, came out of nowhere, black car, nighttime, or it's dusk, you know, whew. Yeah, slow down before intersections and check. You can still do that. Roll off the throttle. That's going to help you out because it's going to put weight on that front tire. So if you did need to swerve or brake, you could. Duck Rider 91. Whoa. Whoa. Found the escape paths, though, right? Found the escape paths. Great job. The music, Moto Stars. Come on, man. Oh, no. I think we've seen this one. He just eats it bad. Yeah. So bad that it pixelated his camera upon impact. All right, here we go. Keith O'Hara. Is that a Cardo? Yeah, it's a Cardo Pack Talk Bold, baby. Link in the description for a 20% discount. So good job. So this is how you can handle some of those dumb drivers. This guy's passing on a solid yellow for our lane, not for the other lane that's oncoming traffic. But the rider here saw it in the 360 situation awareness, looking at the mirrors, double checking things, and realized that if they fought for the lane, the car is going to try to take it anyways and probably knock them out with law of gross tonnage. It's going to win. It's like a sumo wrestler versus, me. I'm not going to win. Maybe. Who knows? We'll see. No, I won't. So they're going to come in because we have oncoming traffic. So what this rider did was actually moved over to allow that to happen so that there could be a safe transition between passing and not passing. Because honestly, at the end of the day, if you don't let that person in and they do crash, guess what? All the debris and everything's going to happen. It's going to hit you too. So you do want to play that game of like, okay, shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have to do this. Gonna do it because you're going to kill us both. It's selfish, but do it. So move over, let them in. Because look at this. We're barely letting them in. And then guess what? Right there. Great job with this rider. Great job with this rider. It's really good. Good job. I appreciate the defensive riding, courteous riding. V4 rider, I've seen you before. Same thing kind of happened there. Kind of dumb. Handled it. Just move on. Old guy riding. Ooh, there you go. Good swerve. Get out of the way. Handled it. Not much to say about that one. Same thing here. Old guy riding. Somebody's passing. Acting like an idiot. Okay, we're going to handle it. We're just going to keep going. Same guy. Here we go. Nice little turn. Perfect. Watch out for this guy's going to want to pass. It's an open lane pattern. You're in the blind spot. Apply the brakes. Let them in. Not a big deal. That's another dumb driver. Here we go. We got a Prius in front of us, and we got old guy riding again. We got side of the vehicle, orange stage. And we're going to go ahead and apply some good progressive braking. They saw us ahead of time. It's another Toyota. It's all these Toyota drivers. Got a quad lock on. Very good. What are you doing there, buddy?
Wow.
Is this all in one day? Hey, is this all in one day? No. Really?
Ow.
I guess it is. Here we go. Riding resilience. Nice gloves. I love dark brown gloves. Ooh. We got a little side of the vehicle. We got it front of the vehicle. We're going to swerve out of the way of everybody. Good job. Handled it well.
One, I thought I wanted to stop.
The driver from
Who here drives a Toyota?
completely ignored this rider.
And you don't drive a Toyota?
His attention.
No. Okay, good. Here we go. Woo! Good swerve.
Jesus.
Jesus. Look at that. Look at that. The cup holder, yeah. He's got his coffee. He's relaxing. Is this was it a Honda Goldwing? Is it a Honda Accord? Or you drive a Honda Accord? I was gonna say this is a Goldwing, I think. So we talk about planning our ride here. So position for safety. I like to position myself in a way that it's gonna set me up for success and for safety. So see this, move over. Now we're in a new position. So we went through this whole thing. Let's just go ahead and start all over because we talk about this all the time. In fact, let's go ahead and do this. Obviously, I'm going to reset everything. Let's talk about the plan method real quick. Let's bring this up. So positioning for safety, here it is, so you guys can see. So when it comes to positioning your safety, you want to make it to where you have good space cushions, line of sight, and escape paths. You always want to have one good escape path. You want to have good line of sight. And space cushions are in front, side to side, and behind you. So that's how you're going to position for safety. That's the goal. That's what you're constantly going for. So locating hazardous situations, okay, part of the plan method here is identifying those hazardous situations. And that's going to be corners, intersections, blind spots, open lane patterns, sides of the vehicles, or I guess that's going to be the assessing, but locating the situation where it's like, maybe I should start putting myself in a good position or adjust my position so that I can do these escapes, so I can be prepared for braking, so I can be prepared for swerving. So that's why we roll up the throttle going into intersections. That's why we do slow look, press, and roll going into corners. That's why we cover our brakes when it comes time to going through any of these things, just in case you have to slow down and maybe slow down to swerve or whatever it is, progressive braking. Assessing relevant threats, we talk about side of the vehicles. They start creeping out in intersections. We talk about people wanting to turn left in front of us at intersections. We have road surface hazards. Now, a relevant threat of a road surface hazard is in your lane. A road surface hazard in the other lane, not a big problem, but it's a good indicator there could be something in your lane. There's also situations and threats when it comes to like chevrons, like different little indicators that something could be happening. Lots of animals. You got dogs on the side of the road with a pet or a pet owner. You have like a herder with some sheep. You see one deer run across, there's probably going to be a couple others. So those are the things that you can be watching out for and making sure that they're actually relevant. If you see a parked car, like you're riding through a neighborhood, parked car in a driveway and there's nobody in it, it's not a threat, but that's what it looks like. So you always want to figure out if it's relevant to you and your situation that you're currently in. Navigating these things. So if you have a vehicle like this right in here, so if we go through the plan method here, we're in a position right now for safety. We were in our lane, so there it is. We located hazardous situation. We assess if this is a relevant threat, and now we're going to navigate ourselves into a position to where we aren't going to get hit. So what he did was slow down a little bit and then swerve to the right onto his shoulder. And the reason why I was able to swerve to the right on the shoulder is because when we were positioned for safety, what were we looking for? We were looking for escape paths. We're looking for line of sight, and we're looking for space cushions. When it comes to this right here, we have a space cushion now, not getting hit. We have great line of sight, and this is our escape at the same time. Okay? He did a perfect plan method here. Perfect job. Handled it. Let's take a look at it in real time. So we're in the middle, position for safety, locating this hazard situation coming up, assessing. Yes, it is a threat. We got to navigate.
Attention.
What?
There it is. Navigation, moved over, moved back. You might be able to do that in a car, but at least on a motorcycle you can. Did a great job.
Jesus.
It's an excellent rider. Well skilled. Liquor Chronicles. Love watching this guy do his stuff. There's a side of the vehicle. That's a relevant threat. We're going to navigate around it, get back over. And once you're past them, I don't care. We talk about rev bombing. Don't do it. I don't care. I don't want you rev bombing before, because now you're removing an option. Because what you're doing is removing power from the rear wheel. You might need acceleration to escape. Did it afterwards. Whatever. Just don't crash to this corner coming up.
What are you doing?
Look forward. Now you got a corner. There it is. Now, look forward. There you go. All right, here we go. Doing some more. Get a jacket, though, please. Oh, big boy. Good. Whoa. Great swerve. So there's a lot that goes into this one right here. Let's take a look. So for us, we have a line of sight problem. We have a line of sight problem because that vehicle is breaking our line of sight. So what I'm talking about here is we're looking, and it's like it ends right here. The line of sight ends right here. You don't know what's past this vehicle. This guy's a little bit ahead, so you can probably see a little bit. But then that truck just comes out of nowhere. Okay, so we assume, so this guy right here assumes that this truck is going to get into this lane. So he's like, okay, I'll just swerve into this lane. So last second, he swerves into that lane. He's supposed to be safe, right? Oh, I'm not going to be able to make it. So then he swerves where the gap is increasing, which is behind the vehicle, because the truck is moving forward, so behind it is opening. So great job. And he's on a cruiser, by the way. You don't see this a lot. Then he swerves left. So not only did he swerve right, he has to swerve left. So this is why I talk about when you make that adjustment, you swerve to a certain way, and then you start flipping people off, rev bombing, you're not out of the woods yet. You're not. You got to get yourself out of that situation, and then, yeah, go ahead and do your thing. But yeah, we had a whole issue. Couldn't see because this truck or this vehicle's in the way. Not their problem. Obviously, we're all driving. Thankfully, we're behind everything. We could witness this. But then that rider up ahead had to do some work. Great job. Red stage maneuver. Handled it. Lived it. That would have been a fatal accident probably. Are we going too fast though? That's another thing. Are we going fast? Are we going fast? Are we going above the speed limit? So if we can remove some factors. Okay, so we talked about what was good. It was a great swerve. Amazing swerve. What is it that's something we can get rid of, that we don't have to take with us after this? And I have a feeling it's going to probably be the speed that we're doing. Great job. And ape hangers. Woo-wee.
See the guy pulled out on in and out on me? You know, motherfucker, I'm stopping for a drink. Yeah, dude.
He's stopping for a drink.
Have a good one, bro.
Yeah. Have a drink. Oh, there's a little swerve, side of the bicycle. We're going 90. I'm hoping that's kilometers. Side of the vehicle. Ooh, you see how the honk didn't do anything? You see how the honk didn't do nothing? So we honk and it doesn't do anything. But then all of a sudden we had to apply the brakes too late. So we have perception, reaction, braking distance here. That's your total stopping distance. So we want to be able to perceive what's happening. Then we have to do something. So it could be swerve, it could be braking, whatever it is. But if you're braking, you have that braking distance that you need, because you can't just stop once you decide. And also you need like a swerving area, the escape path for the swerve. So if you wait to the last second to brake, or you wait to the last second to swerve, your escape path just got small and your braking distance got small. So here, honking is a wasted movement. Here should be braking, because this is our total stopping distance right now. This right here is our total stopping distance. Now, we don't start braking till like right here. Now this is our new total stopping distance. I want all of it. Give me all of it. Now we're braking. Now, crest of the hill, what hazards do we have here? Anybody coming around this corner unexpected? Good job, saw the deer. Watch out for one more if there's another one. There you go, good job. It's a great looking road to have some fun on. This is not gonna be good. Bike blows up at 180 miles per hour. Oh no. You think you blew your bike? That's what you said. Oh yeah, he's like, cut it. There you go, shut it off. And you can also, so real quick, turning the key shuts the bike off, shuts the engine off. You can also shut the engine off with, because if you have your both hands, you can shut it off with the engine shut off switch.
I don't know what, I felt the bike shake.
Yeah. See what it looks like. What happened? We got oil leaking everywhere.
You win.
No, bueno.
You win.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm bro.
All right, everyone's doing good. Everyone's safe.
Bro, I felt that.
Bro, because you didn't turn it off.
I had no clue.
All right. All right, we're out on the track. And we low side.
That's me. You're probably wondering how I ended
So a little low side, not a big deal. How did I turn an 11-minute video into something that's 30-something minutes right now? Jeez. Let's go ahead and skip this. All right, I guess that's it. Thankfully, that was... So guys, if you like this kind of stuff, make sure you sign up. Hit that subscribe button, but sign up for the MTC Rider Academy. It's our online academy that we teach those lessons that you just saw. But yeah, sign up. Links in the description. I'll see you guys there.